I'd like to talk a little bit more about Reaper's toolbar. This is the default toolbar when you launch Reaper. You have shortcuts to the following actions: your new project, open project, save project, project settings, your undo and redo, your metronome, the auto crossfade tool, your grouping items, ripple editing. With this tool you can move your envelope points around. There's the enable disable grid, your snap, and the locking of items. If you right click on some of these tools, you get further options. With the undo and redo, when you click on it, you get the history. And when you right click on the metronome, you can customize it, such as increase the metronome volume or change the secondary beat gain. So you do have some customization. Another one is with the grid. If you right click, you can change the grid line spacing. You can change it to bigger grid line spacing here, all the way to finer increments. But I'm going to leave it on quarter notes. That's what I quite like. What I'd like to go over is this ripple editing function. It's currently disabled, but when you click on it, you'll see that it changes the modes. The first one is ripple editing per track, and you click on it again, and it goes to ripple editing all tracks. Let me show you the difference between these modes. I'm going to select this item here, which I can move freely. And let's enable ripple editing per track. Now when you move this item, anything after it moves as well. And when you do ripple editing for all tracks, when you move this item, you'll notice that all the items after it are changed. This will confine to the grid if you have the grid enabled. So if you enable it there, and when you move it, you'll see it confines to the grid and snaps. This feature can come very handy in the editing phase. You can quickly move arrangements around by just moving one item. So let's say you want to place something in the middle there, just move it over, and then place your new items in this gap created. I did mention that you could customize the toolbar. If you right-click this area next to it, you see you got Customize Toolbar. This shows the default look we've already seen down here. And you can add or remove items if you want. What is quite nice is if you click on this drop-down menu here, you see other toolbars that are available to you. And you can customize these as well. Let me close this window so I can show you what I mean. When you right-click here, you have Open Toolbar and Switch Toolbar. Let me switch the toolbar. I'm going to change it to the MIDI piano roll. The changes are reflected here, but let's switch back to the main one again. You can also have more than one toolbar open at a time. Right-click here, go to Open Toolbar, and choose Toolbar 1. Now you'll see that you have two toolbars. With this one where it says Edit Me. Click on this, and it'll bring up a window where you can customize it. Let's add some items to this new toolbar. Click on Add, and it'll bring up the actions list. Let's search for some things to put in by using this filter over here. Let's say that we want to open a project. Type in Open Project, and it will bring up some commands here. Click on the Open Project and click Select, then close this, and you'll see that it reflects here. The icons for the actions are below over here. Okay, let's add another one. Let's say Close Project, and click on Close Current Project tab and select. Close that window. Now you'll see that there as well. But the Close Current Project, I'm not too happy with the icon. If you double click this, it brings up the toolbar icon list, where you can scroll for different icons. I'm going to scroll down here. I know there's a little X box over here. Let's select that and close that, and you'll see I've got a different icon for it. So now you have the new toolbar with some new icons, the Close Project and Open Project. I just want to get rid of this Edit Me. Just click it and remove. And let's move Open Project to the top. Just hold on it and drag to the top, and you can reorder. Save that and close it. Now you can see our new toolbar right over here. That's how to have multiple toolbars open at a time. What you can also do with them is position them in different locations. If you right-click and go to Position Toolbar, you'll see your different options. You can have it as a floating window and have it positioned somewhere else, like in the arrangement. Or you can have it in the toolbar docker. So here you can see you've got the main toolbar and your other toolbars in their own docker. And now you can jump between the different ones in the docker. This shows you that you have quite a bit of flexibility with the toolbars. You can use the default one, Or you can customize it to your liking, with different toolbars or multiple toolbars open at the same time. This can really come in handy in your productions. Making these customizations can really speed up your workflow and give you quick access to functions instead of having to hunt around for them in the menus. In the next tutorial, I'll give you some tips on how to visually customize the look and feel of Reaper. Check you in the next one.